What's up, guys? Welcome back to another trade recap video, I guess. Before we start, I want to say we had an amazing consolidation and a very nasty AM session consolidation, right? And up and down with no reasons. But right after market closed, what the heck is that, brother? Come on, man! 270 points pump? You kidding me? And that level up there is the equal highs that we were saying and waiting for weeks now for it to hit. Like, that is very, very, very unfortunate, and I hate it so much. But I guess it's a part of the contracts change. That's why we're having a lot of bad AM session, or a lot of, in general, AM session, just because of the contract switch over or the change or whatever. So it switched from MNQU to MNQZ24. And that would be for the end of the year. I want to show you. So today I made 210 bucks, and I am not proud of it because it was not really my rules or anything that I wanted to follow or anything like that. Today I was very busy at work, and what I did is I would like open the chart and pop in and out in front of the chart and then close it and whatever, because I had stuff to do at work. And I was very upset because I was not in front of the chart when around the new 10 a.m. New York time 4-hour candle opens. And as you can see, it's pretty self-explanatory, pretty nice short setup here. Between this high and that high, there was an SMT with ES, of course. And so this high and this high, and this, so on the 1 minutes, this level right here, when we first opened, we came down, retest it, and then we went up, came back, retest it, went up. So you could have really taking that trade as a open or a long trade here, and you would have gotten stopped out once we taken that high. You put it at break even, and you probably would have gotten it out of this trade at break even. If you would have waited a little bit more, you would see that yes, we are holding that price or that level up, so maybe the 4-hour candle will maybe expand to the upside. But no, we had an bearish SMT right here, and the next thing you see is what? This bullish fair value gap got disrespected and got inversed, and also this IFG that was holding the price got inversed, and a death candle or a really heavy candle to the downside punching through that open level of the 4-hour candle, leaving behind a bearish fair value gap. And you would be taking your trade from the entry or the open of the fair value gap and targeting that low, which would be a pretty nice short. That after I saw it, after I opened the chart, and of course I wasn't around, it was pretty nice short to identify hindsight. That dump and pump was for no reason. I do understand that we did take out this sell side liquidity on the 4 hours. That's what resulted to pump here, right? And also when we were there, when we were here, what resulted to that pump right after taking this sell side liquidity, reacting from this bullish fair value gap. So right here, from these bullish fair value gaps, taking out this sell side liquidity and then pumping. Of course, looking at it at the while the market is playing, it didn't really have that much, it didn't really make sense, because even if you wanted to take a trade here on the 1 minute, this would be the bearish fair value gap that you would be looking to inverse if you're trading inversion fair value gaps. And if you want to take the trade here, your stop loss would be huge, it would be $54, and it didn't really make sense for the risk to reward ratio. So that short was really nice, because also that short, guys, if you extended that bearish fair value gap, look what it lines up to be perfect the other side of this fair value gap. So after we got the SMT, it was clear sell model starting on this side of the curve and disrespecting that bullish fair value gap, giving us more kind of conviction that we're going lower, and this would be a market maker sell model. And if you did not catch it from here, it would be very, very unfortunate, because it didn't really give any other retracements. But once we hit that sell side liquidity, we kind of pumped here. We did not have any bullish SMTs here, but we did pump a little bit here, or retrace to that 50% of that leg. And I came around the market. I was around the market when this happened, and I saw that we retraced to that 50.5 or the equilibrium line, and I took a sell here, and I got stopped at break even, and I jumped again and all of that. So again, back to what I was saying earlier in the video, I was not proud of myself today, because I did break a lot of rules, although I did win, but I broke a lot of rules because I would get on the chart just out of being bored and start trading. I wasn't really emotional, even if I would have lost, but it's just the thought of in the back of your mind where you want to trade because you know the market is open, although you know that it's a very choppy day. But I was being cautious and careful. Yes, yeah, like I took a lot of good trades here. So for example, I took a trade right here after we inverse this bearish fair value gap, and once we inversed it, I put it at break even somewhere here, or a little bit more in profit, and it got me out, I think, on this candle, because I was on the 30 seconds chart. We ended up dumping here, but I did not like it. I also got another short here, as you can see here, another short, and then I got stopped out in profit. Also, I was up like probably $70 or so around this, and then I turned it off. I got busy with work again, and then this happened. I tried to scalp my way to that high, and at the time I was looking at this one right here. So you see this void right here. I was looking at this void, so I was scalping my way up to this void right here, and we ended up hitting it here. So that's also the other mess, and we ended up hitting it here, right? But throughout all of this journey, it's pretty bad. I was honestly scalping and being careful, but it's not good. So I'm not really proud of that. I don't like taking scalp trades, although I know where we're going, but it kind of sometimes hurt when you saw already in hindsight, of course, that this short really was really good. Even today we didn't really have that much of a news, and even if you would have taken it all the way from down there, that would have still been a really good short opportunity. You would put your stop loss above this bullish fair value gap, and your take profit would be down here, $82. That's not bad, that's pretty good. And the price delivered pretty nicely to the downside without even a retracement. But once you already saw that, like, I was not having in mind that I was gonna trade today at all, because I expected the price would be really bad and terrible. But after I saw this pretty good move, I was like, I and I kind of maybe regretted why I did not look at it earlier or whatever. But anyway, it's at the end of the day, although I am upset at myself and it's not really good mentality to do that, but the thing is I'm still green on the day, which is the end result of trading. You always want to be green, so as long as I'm green, that's really good. But it's bad for my mentality, and I do agree, but I am gonna get better. Monday, like I've watched a couple YouTubers, and they are pretty hurt for today because the price was choppy. But honestly, in my mind, I looked at the market and I did not have that much. Like I didn't like the price action was not really bad. Like it was moving. It was not bad. It was moving. So here, although the price action was not efficient enough to leave you a bearish fair value gap, this is a pretty good momentum to the upside to get you to the 0.5 of the equilibrium of this leg. So that's pretty obvious to me. Although if you would have taken like a trade here, it would have been a break even after taking this high. Like a lot of stuff are pretty like very self-explanatory. I know it might seems like that hindsight, but I did, like, as you can see guys, like I'm not even lying to you, this is the equilibrium level, and I know that we're delivering to the downside and we were bearish, and we had 15 minutes fair value gap here, right there, this one, bearish fair value gap here, and this was the bearish fair value gap that I was looking at the time that caused me to take that short. Yes, the execution seems really bad, and it's my fault because I tried to get in a trade and then I would put it at break even like right away because I didn't want the price to chop me out, because I know the price was choppy, because if the price was not delivering efficiently in this leg, then that means we're pretty much going to chop around. So if I would have held this trade from the beginning of the trade entry to the end of it, that would be a $31 take profit, and I would target this this inside of the inversion fair value gap or the bullish fair value gap, and then maybe leave a runner to down there. But this would be the pretty obvious level to target or to retrace to, because if you take the equilibrium line, where is the bearish fair value gap in discount? This one and that one, and this is more high probability to retrace to, because this is an inversion fair value gap that we never retraced to before. So this is why I would have probably targeted this the start of the fair value gap. Anyways, other than that, you see this IFG still held after we retraced up, and then from there you get another setup here, right? And it's pretty self-explanatory and it's pretty obvious. I know today is hard, and Monday is always hard because some sort of no news day, it's going to be in the play, and if you would have taken maybe this trade, that would be your like target and your stop loss, and then targeting lower for leaving a runner, and then maybe this did not really make sense, didn't really make sense, that pump, but yeah, going up here didn't really make sense. There was nothing behind it. That was really good right here after taking this sell side liquidity, and I did take that, as you see. So you see, after we take out this sell side liquidity inside of those bullish fair value gap, we immediately got inversion fair value gap, and I took that. But the thing is, I put it like a stop loss at break even too soon. It came out down, retraced to the entry point of the inversion fair value gap, and then taking off from there. And I had a conviction going higher because we chopped around here. We couldn't push down, we couldn't push down, and then we're sending the price higher. So that's why I had conviction that we're going higher. And what else made me think that we were going higher on this buy side of the curve? Because look at it, this is the 0.5, right? The 0.5, or the equilibrium line. We came to it, we give sell from here, but now you're supposed to go from internal liquidity, right? Because that's the bullish fair value, the bearish fair value gap, from internal liquidity to where? To external liquidity down here. And the fact that we did not take out this external liquidity means what? Means that we're going higher. So the second time comes around right here, and even on the 3 minutes you could have found a buy position. So right here, this bearish fair value gap got inversed, still held the price. This other bearish fair value gap got inversed, still held the price. As you can see, guys, it's pretty nice looking at the price that way, and looking into it in terms of inversion fair value gaps. I know today was really hard, and it's tough, and it's not always going to be tough, and it's not going to be easy to identify, to be honest. But some traders are going to find days like that to not be bothered by it, and some other traders will be bothered by it. Overall, yes, although I did win today, and I'm not sad because I didn't lose, but at the same time I am not proud of myself because I did break a lot of my rules of trading out of being bored. Like, this is not something acceptable. But what is not acceptable also, like, look at this, like, why almost to $300 in Asia session, or right after the market opened, in pre-Asia session. Like, this is ridiculous. The market knows how to get like under your skin and destroy your mentality and psychology, and this is true thing. That's really true. But yeah, guys, that's it for today's video. I'm not sure if I'm going to be trading tomorrow or not. I don't have any desire to trade tomorrow, but I will see. I'll watch the market to see if it offers anything that it's clear to me, anything that I can easily identify. I can take. Even if I lose, that's fine. Today, my making money that I didn't really want to be making, in a choppy day, in a scalping way, in a disgusting way of the price moving in up and down, and it got me $200. That's good for when I actually take a real trade, and there would be setups and confluences behind it, and even if I lose, that will kind of like balance that day out. But yeah, guys, that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed this trade recap. I'll try my best to keep you in the loop of my progress and all of that, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.